I'm gonna do it. Okay, so that's great. And all we need is our weights block chair, and we'll be good to go. All right, so before we really get started, let's find how we feel this morning and just feel into our bodies. So I like to lengthen my toes, so you might want to lift them up and lengthen them down and really feel the ground beneath them. And then lift your heels and do the same. You lengthen them back. Take a nice deep breath in. If you feel comfortable, close your eyes and feel down into your feet. Just feel how you're connected, you're supported, and you're on solid ground. And then take a nice deep breath and think upwards through the crown of the head. And as you do, just feel how your belly is actually what's going to lift the head up. And then exhale and take your shoulders, let them melt back so your heart feels a little softer and more open. Another deep breath in. And as you exhale, let the tailbone go down and allow your knees to feel a little bit softer. So take one deep breath here, just holding the whole picture of your body, feeling how you're open, you're lifted, and you're allowed to just let your body be. And then when you're ready, you can open your eyes. And from that grounded space, let's start to warm up. So you can lift your knee, lift your arms. And here, these first few stretches, just really enjoy the reach and pull. So maybe for a first few, think about the reach, where you're really growing and lifting through the back. And then maybe for the next, think about the pull, where you're pulling the elbows down and stretching around the collarbone. And then think about the knee for the next few. And start to lift a little higher, using your abs. Feel how they support your back, helping you feel strong. And now let's take it to the feet and push down the outer edge. See if you can push so much you stretch the grounded hip. Nice deep breath for 2 more. And then we'll reach and pull back. And here as you reach, I want you to think about using your core to keep you basically straight. So you might do a little rounding to stretch out the shoulders and then a little opening to lift the back. But in the middle, you get nice and straight by the core support. And then how's your breathing? Can you slow it down? Allow your body to be calm. Last 2. And then opposite foot down, opposite arm up. Or same side, foot and arm. Nice deep breath. And here, think about the foot and see if you can C-shape. You can play a little bit. Nice deep breath. In and out. And then maybe scan the body. Is there anything else that you can get out of this stretch? Let's see if you can find that. And 1 more, and then we'll reach and pull down. So exhale. And here, to make it really feel good, think about the exhale, hugging the belly in, getting that nice ring out of the waist. And in between each one, can you lift and open your heart center? Allow yourself to feel strong and spread wide through the heart. Last 2. And then come on down. Feet under the hips, knees soft. Inhale, reach up. And to start, you can clasp. And if you like a little back bend, tail back, heart up. And take a nice deep breath. Think about the back of your neck for a moment and tuck your chin to see if you can lift and lengthen the back of the neck. 1 more deep breath in. And then as you exhale, knees bend, one hand comes down. And let your body C-shape. And take a nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, so you can go a little bit deeper. And here you can take your elbow back if that feels good. Stretching across the heart. And 1 more deep breath. And then inhale, reach up. And we'll switch, other arm down. And gently exhale and lean. Allow the shoulders to sweep back. And again, the top elbow can go back, chin up, if that feels good across your heart. Take about 1 more deep breath. Really let yourself sink in and soften your joints. And then inhale, reach up. And clasp the hands, tuck the chin, and you can wiggle out your shoulder blades. So even here, you want to have soft knees, just letting your body be supple, supportive. 1 more deep breath in. And then as you exhale, hands come back. You can clasp behind, lift the heart. And again, soften the knees. And here, see if you can lengthen up head and then tail down. So just get a little bit longer through the vertebrae. One last breath, just enjoy it. And then you can shake it out. All right, so next we're gonna grab our weights. And if you want a soft block, so as always, everything is optional. So just do what you would like and you feel good. So once you have your block, if you're using it, you place it between the feet. And then we'll do the same grounding moment. So lengthen the toes as you squeeze the block. Lengthen the heels as you squeeze the block. And if you don't have one, just think about gripping all four corners of your feet to the mat. Arches lift, knees bend. And then lengthen head to tail for a moment. So what I want you to feel is that you're hugging your lowest rib in. So that's going to keep your back from arching. Yes, and then elbows come up, shoulder height, and little tiny pulse, and pulse, and pulse. So nice and small, just an inch of movement. Start to feel the squeeze in the upper back. And take a moment to just think about it. Squeeze and squeeze. So it's amazing, the more we think about the muscle we want to use, the more it can activate and shape. And then think about the rest of your body. Maybe first the neck, you want to get nice and long, lifting high. And then maybe the knees, you want to be nice and soft so your spinal fluid can flow the whole way through the body. And how's the tail? If you feel like your low back is hurting, point it down or bring it out of the body. For 3, 2, and then we'll come down and hold. Up an inch, down and hold. So start to squeeze it. Think about the squeeze. Yes, lift and then exhale. Inhale and exhale. So the breath is always yours. So I want you to find a rhythm that feels like it's supporting you, nourishing your body, helping you to do this moment. For 3 and 2. Last one, stay at the bottom and think about up, 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 and then come in. So just segmenting it. Lift, 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 and then in. Up, 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 and squeeze. Maybe you want to breathe it. Inhale and exhale. So really feel the belly again. Let it be supportive and lengthening. Nice tall and long neck. For 3 and 2. And then stay center. And we're going to bring the elbows back. So as you go back, you want to think about keeping the spine quiet so that you're not rocking at all. It's just the arms. And here, think about the squeeze again. It might be in the back of the shoulders. Nice deep breath. In and out. Can you relax around the jaw and the face? For 3, 2, and then little L's. Up, down, back, and in. Up, down, yes. And notice your body. What could you relax that doesn't have to be tight? How can your breathing support your move? For 3 and 2 and 1. Little circle to the back and pause. Little circle and pause. So just pick a direction and then add that little pause to stay solid. Last 3 and 2. Last one, and reverse the direction. So circle and in. And if you ever need a break, just take it. Listen to your body. Know what she needs. Last 3 and 2. Last one, little pulses, 10 quick pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Bring it out. Yes. And you can just rock around, allow your body to have that freedom of movement for a second. And then notice how you feel. Take one more deep breath and just try to let go of anything that got tense. And we'll come to our triceps next. So we are going to stay standing for this one. So again, lengthen and grip your mat through the feet. Take a nice deep breath and exhale, think down into the feet, feel the grip. Bend the knees a little bit more if you're okay with extra work. And then lengthen head to tail. So again, that feels like hugging the ribs in. Shoulders come back, elbows high. And then lengthen the arms out. And little lift and lift. So the elbows stay straight and we think about the back of the arm. And that's where you're squeezing. So squeeze and squeeze, yes. And as we get tired, you might want to round. So you just keep thinking about taking the shoulder blades back. And how are you breathing? What could you support? What could you lengthen? Take a nice deep breath through your body and just notice that. You look great. And think about the knees too. Just notice them, shine them over the midline of the feet. And how are you breathing? Can you relax something in your body? Notice the neck even. Could you be a little bit softer? For 3, 2, 1. Little bend in the elbow, push straight. Little bend and push. So it's a micro bend. So you almost don't notice it, except for you can feel it as you reach the knuckles out. And really think about the elbows. That's where the work is. It's from squeezing after the bend. Can you lengthen the neck again? Can you release some tension? Roll the shoulders back for 3, 2, 1. Up and hold, little circle, little circle. So again, notice the shoulders rolling back. Nice deep breath. 3, 2, 1, and reverse. How's your body? What could you relax or comfort? Last 2, 1. Up, little push in. So you just push towards the spine. And as we do, roll the shoulders back. Lengthen head to tail. And how's your breathing? Can you lengthen the toes? Can you have grace for your body? However you're feeling. For 3, 2, and then little L. So we come in, up, down, out. In, up, down, out. Nice deep breathing. See if you can relax around the shoulders and the face. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Palms face up. Roll the shoulders back and then lift and lift. So really notice the shoulders. They do want to curl forward when we change. So bring them back. Yes, you look great. For 4, 3, 2, up, and then little scissor in and out. So you're almost there. Nice deep breath. Feel the rise, feel the fall. For 3, 2, 1. Up, take the pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug it in. So great job. You can let one weight go. Do that shake again. Just let your body feel free. And then take the hand with the weight. Allow it to come up. And gently touch the elbow. So soften the knees here so your blood can flow all the way up and down. You can be free. What would feel good? Maybe you want to rock a bit, C shape. And think about the heart and let that be what's rising. So the tail goes back, and that's going to help all the way up into the tricep. One more deep breath. And then your light hand can go back, and you can just rest it if that feels comforting. It opens your shoulder, or you can hold the weight if you're able. And then as you breathe, see again if you could lengthen all the way up into the tricep. Notice how your whole body is connected. It works as one. So when one part softens, your whole body can feel a little bit softer. And 2 more deep breaths. And then when you're ready, the top arm can wrap in front with the weight and just gently hug it down. And here again, you can have that playfulness about it. If you rock a bit, do you feel a new stretch? And can you find one that really supports your body today? Nice deep breathing. One more moment where you need to be comforted, and then just find and breathe into that. And then you can turn your palm the opposite direction, and we'll take a couple more breaths here before we change. So you'll notice that does change and open a new stretch from all the work you just did. And one more deep breath here. And then when you're ready, we'll change hand and weight. So the other hand takes the weight up, we drop it down. And then scan your body here as you start. Could you soften a bit somewhere so that more of that fluid can flow even through the vertebrae? And how's your heart? Can you spread it and lift it? Nice deep breath. Relaxing the face and jaw. One more here. And then exhale, the light hand is going to come around and rest. Maybe hold the weight, maybe not. Again, be gentle and listening to your body. She has more wisdom than I ever will for you. And here, again, start to think about the connection. So maybe the more you ground in your feet, the more you notice you can lift. The more you take your tail back, you can bend. Whatever your body wants to do. Nice deep breath of connection. And how about 2 more? So make the most of your stretch, knowing you only have about 1 more breath here. And then the hand with the weight is going to come in front and hug it down, rock around, find your stretch, maybe a little twist. Deep breath. And see if you can soften around the face, the jaw. A couple more breaths in this direction. Again, maybe you want to slow it down completely, comforting the body. And then flip the hand with the weight. See if you can find a new stretch that feels great after that work, and just breathe into it. And about 2 more breaths. So see if you can make the most of this. So is there anything else in your body that wants a little comfort, a little oxygen, or calm? And then when you're ready, hand with the weight, you can bring it down. We're going to take 1 cleansing breath before we get to sun salutation. So inhale, just reach up, let it all go, bend the knees, and slowly rise. So I want you to bend your knees and then rise up inch by inch, stacking your spine. And that'll just release any tension. All right, so you can come to the head of your mat. And just make sure you have enough room behind you for sun salutations. And we'll start with alignment. So make sure your feet are under your hips or big toes touching. And then spread your toes. And in your mind, can you feel each one touch the ground? So that calms your brain instantly as you ground. Soft knees in the direction of toes. Soft tailbone down and back. Heart open. Lift through the crown. And take 1 deep breath. What do you need for the rest of your class? Breathe that in here, setting your intention. And then let it go. And we'll start to lift. Inhale, reach up. So lengthen your body as much as you can, and exhale, dive with it, enjoying how that feels. Hands to shins or under the toes, and breathe in, lengthen again. Create it for yourself. And then let go. Knees bend, the right leg steps back. And we'll find our low lunge. So pause here. Take a moment to realign your heel until it's in front of or underneath your knee. And line your thigh up with the toes. Nice deep breath in. And then exhale, drop the back knee and just shift your hips back, lift your toes, and rock your hips a couple times. So we're just going to open up the legs before we get into some deeper things. Yeah. And then you can tuck the back toes, lean forward, and we're coming to down dog. So press the hands, lift the hips, and relax into downward dog. And finding your grounding, think into your hands, push down each finger first. Pull the shoulders out. And soft knees to lift the tail. And take 1 deep breath, pressing your hands down to lift your hips, feeling the front of your torso stretch open. And really exhale, let it all go. When you're ready, inhale forward to your plank. If you want to come through the Vinyasa, knees can be down or lifted. Shoulders connect them behind you and hug the ribs in. And take 1 breath, just noticing your strength and that you're able to stand strong here. And then gently lower down the whole way to the mat here this first time. Toes point back, and inhale, lift your heart for baby cobra. At the same time, tuck your chin, and see if your tailbone can lengthen towards the heels so your low belly comes up. Exhale, let it go. We'll do that 1 more time. So inhale, lift the heart, tailbone to the heels, neck long, chin tucked. And exhale, let it go. Tuck the toes, push and pull back to your downward dog or child's pose if you want to rest. Strong hands. Take 2 cleansing breaths. What does that mean for your body right here? Maybe the last one, breathing in. And then exhale, knees bend and right leg steps forward this time. Try on your opposite side for low lunge. Take a moment, align the heel, toes, and thigh. And then breathe, think about length, head to back heel. Can you open the left hip? And exhale, back knee is going to come down, reach your hips back, toes lift. And then take a few rocking motions if that feels okay to get the inner thigh and outside of your right leg. 1 more deep breath here. And then tuck the back toes, lean forward, and step together in a nice big forward fold again. And this time, if it feels good, hug your elbows But we're going to take 3 cleansing breaths. So I want you to breathe in and then think about the exhale. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Seeing if the hips lift higher, head goes deeper. So another one, breathe in, loosen out of the stretch. And then exhale, exhale, exhale. How deep can you go? One more time, breathe in. And then explore it. Knees bend a lot, eyes lift to get the blood flowing. And inhale, reach up. So press down to rise. Little back bend if you like, tailbone goes back if you choose that. And then hands come to the heart. And we'll find our mat again. So reposition, it's okay if you walk away from it. That's why we practice. Soft knees, lifted crown, open heart. Take a deep breath to remember your intention or maybe choose a new one for this next round. And then when you have that in mind, inhale and reach up. And can you reach up as if you're embodying that new thought or feeling? And exhale, dive with it. So again, try to embody it, making a muscle memory towards it. Hands to shins or under the toes and breathe up with your intention, a long flat back. Exhale, let it go. Great job. Knees bend, left leg steps back. And we'll find our low lunge. So here, I want you to first find the intention. So what would it be like here? If it's grace, you might be softer. If it's strength, you might be stronger. Whatever it is, embody it for you. And then if you want to come with me to a high lunge, strong, all 10 toes. And then inhale, we will reach up. So here on your high lunge, press down into the outside, your pinky toes, and then your big toes all at once. Front heel, can you push into the outer edge? Inhale. Exhale, back. Your hands will come back and clasp behind you. I want you to soften your back knee so that it feels fluid. Now open your heart and feel the stretch between the shoulders and the front. And if you want one more pose here, we're going to inhale and exhale the humble warrior. So your heart is going to go towards your front thigh. Arms are going to lift. So anytime you're opening your heart, studies show that that lifts your mood. It helps depression. So just breathe your heart open. One more deep breath in and out. So if you're in humble warrior, rise on up. Inhale, feel the thigh. And then arms reach overhead. Breathe in. And exhale, lower softly. Hands push down. Step back to downward dog or take a rest in child's pose with the knees down. And really breathe. So take 2 slow and calming breaths. And you spin your armpits out to feel a little more open in the heart. Soften the neck. And then when you're ready, if you want the vinyasa, inhale forward. You're stacking your shoulders over the wrists in plank. Kneeling or lifted. Shoulder blades connect behind. One more deep breath in. As you exhale, slowly come down halfway or all the way. And then inhale up to baby cobra, this time up dog. Shoulders roll back. Yeah. And lengthen the back of the neck, a little tuck of the chin. Deep breath in. And then exhale back to your downward dog. Or child's pose and just breathe. Take 2 more breaths. What does your body need in this moment? Your life, your day. And then knees soft and the left leg is going to step forward. So we're on our opposite side. So first, just pause here. Find a heel that's right underneath the knee or in front. And on your next breath, think about your intention and breathe it into your body. And with that in mind, if you want to rise up for your high lunge, inhale, rise up. And then spread your toes. Soften the back knee. And think about lining up the head, the tail, and the knees in line with the toes. One more deep breath. So if you like the way it felt, exhale, hands come behind. We'll clasp and really lift the heart. So if you're doing a more of a back bend, take the tailbone back too. And that's going to give the low back more room. And take one deep breath. Maybe think about your intention again. Bring it in here. And then exhale, dive forward to humble warrior if you choose. Arms lift up. Can you push into the outer edge of your left heel and all your toes? Take one more deep breath. If you're leaning, inhale, rise up on your next breath. Exhale, stay, and then arms, inhale, reach them up. And exhale, slowly fall back down. Bend the knees, step forward, and let yourself relax. And you can shake it out, yes and no. Roll the shoulders, move the hips around, and take a few deep breaths to go deeper in. One more time. Really use the exhale. Knees bend, eyes lift, and inhale the whole way up. Find the stretch that your body wants. And then exhale, let it go. All right, so we're gonna use the chair next if you like. So the chair is always for balance. We don't really tug on it. And you don't need any weights or anything for this next one. Okay, so we're gonna start with some plies where our feet are closer together, and then we'll take them wide. So here to start, let's bring our heels together until they touch. And then toes and knees, I want you to spread them so it starts from your hips and they go in the same direction. Just want to make sure your knees don't rock in or too far out. And then once you have that, lift your heels an inch and walk the feet together until the heels, you can really push them together. And as you do that, you'll notice your outer thighs and the tops of your legs start to fire on. Deep breath in, open the heart, and at the same time, drop the tail. So you feel like you're hugging your ribs and your low belly. Shoulders open, you look great. Inhale, and then exhale, come down just to the point where you feel like your knees are in a good spot. You'll know that in the way that you feel. And then a little tiny pulse and pulse. So again, the chair is a great option just to balance. And here's we get going. I want you to think from the top, scan down, and just notice if anything is tight, but it's not really helping you to be tight. And see if you can let that go so you can use your energy where you actually need it. And how's your low back? If it feels too bent or stressed, drop the tail and also button a tight pair of jeans. That's a low transverse abdominals. Nice deep breathing. For 3, 2, and then we're coming down and hold. Up an inch, down and hold. Yes. Little tiny bend, little lift. Nice deep breath, pause, and rise. So as you do this, I want you to push off the balls of the feet, push into all of your toes. The more you push down, the more you might feel like you're spreading and opening the joints in your knees, which help. For 3, and 2. And then here we're just gonna pause, stay down, and then segment. So up, 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 and then lower in. Up, up, up. So check out your knees, make sure they're going in line with the toes, and then push down your toes strongly. For 3, and down. 2, down. Last one. Come on down and 10 quick pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Rock it out. So you might want to shake out the feet or even push down the toes a bit. Take a nice deep breath. We're going to come wide next. So here, sometimes it helps to just get into a wide squat and then see where you might want your chair if you're going to use it. Because I always feel like you kind of walk away. All right, take a moment to look down at your feet and bring your heels wider than your knees. So that's the important part. You don't want them to be too close or you stress out your knee joint a bit. All right, so head and tail. Think about extending those 2 points so it feels like buttoning a tight pair of jeans and rolling the shoulders back as you hug the ribs in. And then knees, line them up with the toes. So that might mean that you move your heels in or out to get that direction. And then arms can be on your hips or in front, and a little tiny pulse, and pulse, and pulse. So here, I want you to think about the heels as you push, and push, and push. So it's that rising motion. And then your knees. If anything feels stressed, I want you to move your feet and make sure that the thigh bone is going in the direction of the midline of the toes. For 3, and 2, and then down and hold. Up an inch, down and hold. And how's your breath? Take a nice deep breath. Up an inch, down and hold. Last 3, and 2. So feel the outer thighs burn as you push down. Last one, stay at the bottom. We're gonna lift one heel if that feels okay. And then spread the weight between your toes. And again, a little pulse, and pulse, and pulse. So see if you can straighten your spine again. So drop the tail, lift the crown, feel the belly hug in. And breathe, take a break whenever you want. For 3, 2, 1, and then we're doing the down and hold. Up an inch, down and hold. So again, notice your knee. Notice if it's rocking forward or back. I want you to line it back up. For 3 and 2 and last one. Stay down, drop that heel. Take a nice deep breath. You can come out of it if you want, or do the second side. So lift the heel, spread the weight, lengthen head to tail, and then a little pulse and pulse. So you're almost there, and you don't need anything more than the weight of your legs. So a nice deep breath. See if your shoulders can go back just a little bit if you feel like you're closing. And even here, you can feel like your ribs are coming down for 3 and 2, and then down and hold. Up a little, down and hold. Nice deep breath. So what does your body need to know from you right now? Maybe send a little breath, a little care. Remember your intention. Last 2, down and hold. Last 1. All right, so if you want, especially if you have a chair, you can lift your opposite heel. Now spread your weight, lengthen head to tail. We're holding for 10, 9. So breathe deep. Can you open? Can you relax? 5, 4, 3, 2, 10 quick pulses and you're out of here. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk it in. Great job. Take it out. That's not easy. Okay, so for our stretch, if you're all right standing, we'll stay standing. You can hold on to something and grab one leg. So you have your hand around the ankle or thumb to big toe. Soften the standing knee. And just like your tricep stretch, I want you to lift your heart and then draw the knee back. So notice the connection through your body. Inhale. And exhale if you want to lean forward. Sometimes that'll deepen it to dancer's pose. The foot that you have in the hand, I want you to roll that hip down towards the mat to deepen the stretch. And really breathe. Again, you could sit on the ground and just hold a leg if that feels better. Take about 2 more deep breaths here. Soften the standing knee. And then gently bring the foot down. And I want you to forward fold. We're going to get a back stretch. So bend the knees a lot and slowly roll up inch by inch, stretching the back. Roll the shoulders back. Shake it out. Great job. So second side. So whichever foot you haven't held on to yet, you can grab an ankle or put the thumb on the big toe. Soften the standing knee. And let's start to arch so the heart lifts and then the knee goes back a bit. So you feel that hips opening. Tail out of the body. 1 more deep breath in. And then exhale if you like, reach forward. And we'll square our hips towards the mat. Really breathe. Soft face, soft shoulders, soft jaw. Think about the foot that you have in that hand. Try to roll the hip towards the mat and take about 2 more breaths. Softening the standing knee. Really reach. And then gently let it go. 1 more time. You can roll forward and then we'll gently rise. I want you to stretch each muscle in the back that supports your vertebrae. And then gently shake it out. All right, so great job. We're going to come to the mat. So you can take a drink, get your body down onto your mat. Now, if you have a pillow at home or you want to use your soft block, just place that gently to the right of your body. And then we'll take our knees over, over to your feet, over to your left. Knees are to your right. And then the block is next to your right thigh. And I want you to flex your feet here and then look at your hips. And take your left knee behind your hip line. So if you drew a line from your hips, your knee would be slightly behind it. And then you'll take your right elbow and place it down on your pillow or block or even the ground. Shoulders roll back so that your heart can spread. And then your back leg, flex the foot, and if it's 1 unit and won't bend, you're just going to lift it up. So then turn the heart towards your right just a little bit so that you're lining up with that front leg. And then a little lift of the back leg and lift. So here, the right hand, it's going to be harder if you try to sit taller. It'll be a little more gentle if you take your elbow as far down as possible. For 3, 2, and then just up and pause, and take your knee and think about a circle, and just draw a circle, a little tiny circle, yes. And can you lengthen up through the crown? What could you relax or comfort? Reverse your circle for 5, 4, 3, 2, and up. You're going to take your left hand off the mat, and then push your heel and hand away. Away, yes, that's it. So the arm is basically a distraction, but it just feels helpful. 2, 1, left hand comes down, your left leg, drop the knee, and then heel. So you seesaw, knee, heel, knee. So we don't do many of these. For 3, 2, 1, up, 10 quick pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job, let it go. Very gently rise up. And then take the left leg the whole way across to the right thigh or to touch your right shin. And then hug your right arm around your left leg. And use your left hand to help support your lift. And then your breath to support the exhale as you twist. Relax your jaw and your face. How's your breathing? Could you soften just a little bit? And as if there was a soft hand on your low back, gently press that part of your spine forward to sit a little more forward. And take the shoulders back for about 2 more breaths, just finding what you can get out of this. And 1 more deep breath, just of care and support. And then gently we'll unwind. So take your left leg out and then flip your feet over to your right. Knees are towards your left. Yep, move your pillow, your block over to the left. Imagine your lines where your hips are drawing a line and just wiggle the right leg slightly behind it. Left elbow, you can come down to start. Take the shoulders back, move the belly in. And then as if your back foot was all connected, flex the foot, lift the leg. And then see if you can just square your chest towards your left a little bit more. And you'll feel that in the upper outer corner seat. And then we'll just lift and lift. So we know we're not here for long. So as you think through it, what does your body need a little comfort in to start? And see if you can soften. For 3, 2, and then think about the knee, and you're just gonna draw a circle. Choose any direction. Keeping the knee behind your hip line here. Nice deep breath. And then reverse your circle, coming the other direction. And you relax the face, the jaw. And then when you're ready, just lift, pause, take your right hand off the mat, and push the heel and the hand away. So you just press the heel back, press, yes. And then the knee only comes as far as its starting position. Roll the shoulders back, try to lengthen out the tail. Last 3, 2, and then out. We'll take the knee down, and then the heel down. Knee, so a little seesaw, just seesawing the leg. Knee, heel, yes. For 3, 2, 1, up. 10 quick pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently lay it down. Sit up and sweep the right leg the whole way around to the left. Can touch your shin or your thigh. Left arm, yep, hugs tight. Use the right hand to help you lift a little higher. And as you exhale, hug the belly a little more. Shoulders, imagine them swirling back to open your heart. And can you find your sit bones more? Maybe you want to take that low back and press it forward a bit and lengthen through the crown. And take 2 or 3 breaths. I want you to go the whole way through the body. Notice what you need and send breath there. And then gently unwind. Keep your right ankle on top of your left leg or place it in front. And then walk your sit bones back and take your hands behind your body and lift your heart. So what you're doing is you're pressing the low back a little bit more forward to stretch the outside of your hips. So hands behind, yeah, that's it. And then lengthen through the back of the neck just to feel like you're Gently tugging your spine away from the tail. One more deep breath. Keep your spine in that position, but lean forward until you feel like you've found your edge, and then bring the arms in front and just support your body through the elbows. And you can really breathe. As you breathe, feel how your belly is touching your legs, and see if you can provide a hug of comfort there. It's amazing how even our own body's touch produces some of the same chemicals as a hug from someone else. So create that feeling and allow yourself to be within. And you might even want to wiggle around. You know, your body is unique, your stretches are unique, and I want you to be able to find what feels great. And then gently walk your hands up. And before we switch, I want you to just C-shape to one side and think about the opposite hip going down so you feel a little more grounded. And then we'll just sweep the arm around and do the exact same thing. So your opposite hip grounded, inhale, and then exhale, sweep around. So we'll do about 2 more. So breathe in, and then exhale, belly in, roll forward. And then last full set, just let yourself go. When you feel like you've had enough, you can just gently lift, and we'll switch our legs. So I want you to just put the other leg down, and then your left leg is on top, or it can be in front. So whatever your hips feel okay about. Hands, might want to walk the sit bones back. And start with the hands behind, and then lift through the crown. So here you might want to take the chin up, but I want you to tuck it in a little bit. That will lengthen the back of the neck. One more deep breath. Imagine your spine getting a little longer. And then inhale and exhale, lead with the heart forward. And when you're ready, bring the arms in front to support you and let yourself just relax. As much breath as you can give here, relax your body weight down. Can you soften the jaw and the shoulders? And one more deep breath. What could you do? Maybe a little wiggle or just be to get the most out of it. And then gently rise up. We'll do about 3 more of those C-shaped sets. So one hand goes down, hips over, breathe in. And as you exhale, use that to really explore the stretches in your back. Breathing in, getting a stretch every inch of your sweep. And how can you just be a little more free in this? There's no right way. I just want you to feel good during it. So last full set, maybe 1 more to each side. I'm not sure how many you've done. And then whenever you are ready, you can gently rise it up. And we'll turn to the side of our mat. So now you just want to make sure you have room to lay back. If you're using weights and you have one nearby, you can grab hold of it. And then lift your hips, place them down until you feel like you're sitting on the sit bones. And your legs, they can start bent. I think that's going to make it a little easier. Or you can have them long. Feet flexed. I want your feet in line with the knees soft. All right, so hand. It can be right near your heart, shoulders back. This is a little bit easier when you have a weight because it's going to pull you forward. So we're going to do a roll down and roll up. So inhale, think tall through the crown. And then exhale, tuck your tailbone under. So you're allowed to do that here because we're C-shaping. So go down inch by inch through the spine. And then when you're at the bottom, hands are going to reach right overhead. And here I want you to hug your ribs. And even if you feel okay about it, you can touch your thumb to the low rib and then your middle finger to your hip bone. And I want those to stay exactly as they are. So belly comes in, inhale. Arm can go overhead if nothing changes in your belly. And then hands come right back up. So that's what we're going to be doing. So inhale, exhale, tuck the chin. We're going to roll it up. So inch by inch. So you can use your weight to reach you to the top. And then once you get to the top, find your sit bones again. So you can walk your hips back. Inhale. Exhale, C-shape. And see how slowly you can go. So just find your control there. It might take a little more effort. Pause with the arms straight to your ceiling. And then with the ribs in, if nothing changes, arms can go overhead. So that's going to use your upper abs. And then arms go right back to the ceiling. Breathe in. Exhale, look towards the feet and start to roll up inch by inch. So the goal is to have the feet down, but they might want to lift. You could even try this next one with the knees bent. So breathe in, and then exhale, slowly roll it down. So find what helps your body. Arms pause to the ceiling, inhale. Exhale, arms go overhead if your abs can keep your back steady. And then breathe in, arms go back up. And exhale, look to the feet. So find your rhythm. We're going to do 3 more full sets. We don't do many of these. It's a lot for your abs. Breathe in. And then exhale. So each one is unique. Your body has never done this set before. This move at this moment in your time. So I want you to just notice if you need to modify. If your back or your belly ever gets tired. Just notice and listen. Nice deep breath. Maybe cleanse the body here. And then 2 more sets. Again, no rush. Be kind and listen to what your body needs and however it feels best. Inhale and exhale to rise. And 1 final set. And when you finish the set, you'll be sitting. So I want you to do the whole set. Keep listening to your belly. Notice if you want to modify or you don't want to lift the arms overhead. The last deep breath, the last rising up. You can let the weight go when you're at the top. Use your hands to walk your sit bones back. Flex your feet again. And like a wave, we're going to stretch. So you can sweep your belly up and lift. And then exhale, reach forward, curving over. And you can use your body to wiggle your hips back and then let yourself just fold. So here, to get the most out of it, release the effort. So allow your hands to be soft and receptive. And allow your breath to go to its fullest end. So exhale completely. And at the same time, inhale fully. One more deep breath. Just allow your mind to come back here. And then gently walk your hands up. And we're going to lay back down. So this time you could bend your knees. Just make sure you have enough and lay down if you want the ab work. Nice and slow. And then reach overhead to stretch your abs for a moment. So you can point your toes, let your belly and back lift. So it's the opposite of what we did when we were working them. You can let them back. And take 2 cleansing breaths. And when you finish them, hug the knees in, make a little ball so you can lift your head, lift your hips. And then lay your back down so that flattens your back, straightens it out. Take your left leg down on the mat, bent or straight, and lift the right leg up. You can hold behind and roll your ankle in both directions. Soften the shoulders, let them melt back. And then let the foot just be steady now. And really breathe. Can you relax the face, the jaw, the chest? And take about 1 more deep breath. Take your left hand and place it on your left hip or thigh. Keep that part of your body down where it is. Inhale. And exhale, let the right leg open to your right. You can catch it with your right hand anywhere that feels comfortable. So your toes or around the knee, just be gentle. And as you breathe, keep spreading your heart and relaxing your face. Take another deep breath here. Lift your legs straight up and pause. Take your right thumb into your right hip and hold the glute down. Flex your right foot and drop your leg an inch or 2 towards your left shoulder. That's going to stretch the outside of your leg. Nice deep breath. 1 more. And then as you're ready, let your hands go and we'll twist. So send your right leg over to your left, straight or bent. And send your eyes away. So send them over to the right. And see if you can ground your right shoulder so that you're evenly down on your mat. And with each out breath, if you hug your belly in, you'll get a little more massage for your inner organs, which is helpful, and also help your back twist a little more deeply. One more deep breath in. And then as you come back, roll to center, and you can hug again. If you want, lift your head. That'll help straighten out that part of your spine. And then lay your head and tail down. Opposite side. Right leg bent or straight on the mat. Left foot comes up into the sky. Hold behind and roll your ankle. And roll it until you're ready to just be. So let it pause when you're ready. Soften your grip. Simply receive this stretch. So the more you rest, the more you let your body relax, the more it's able to heal and rebuild and strengthen your body. It's a paradox and a miracle all in one. One more deep breath, just resting. When you're ready, right hand, let it fall onto the right hip or thigh, hold that in place. And send the left leg open so you can catch it anywhere. Your big toes, or just hold the outside of the leg, elbow down. And breathe as deeply as you can. And here, can you melt your shoulders back, relaxing the face? 2 more deep breaths. Inhale, lift the legs straight up and pause. Send your left thumb into your left hip to hold your glute down. Flex your left foot and send it over just an inch or two towards the right shoulder. So very gentle, just feeling the outside of the leg get a stretch. Take a few breaths here. And then when you're ready to let go, let your hands go and twist your leg all the way over to your right. Bent or straight. And then eyes over to your left. With each out breath, hug the belly button into the spine to get as much release and massaging into your mid, belly, and back. Shoulders open wide. One more deep breath. And then gently come back to center. So 2 more little poses. One, hug up like a little ball. And then allow yourself to find happy baby. So the head lays back, knees open beside your body. Hold your feet, and the palms of your feet face upward. Here you can rock a bit. So you just want to let your back and your hips release. And then last one, feet come together. Place them down on the mat and let the knees open. Arms can go overhead. And I want you to just breathe your hips and torso wide. Take a few restorative breaths. One more, just grateful for your body and all that she did through this whole class. And as you're ready, you can close your knees like you're closing a book and roll to that side. And allow yourself to pause for a moment here. So I want you to feel how the ground is holding you and just allow yourself to be held. You don't have to work so hard. You're allowed to just be worthy of the support, worthy of your body breathing, heart beating, air that's surrounding and coming in and going out. So one more deep breath. And then as you're ready, use your top hand to press until you can come under the balls of the feet, let the backs of the legs stretch through the calves. And take 2 deep breaths here. Again, feel that hug if you can create it. The kindness from your own heart towards your legs. And then hips go up, slowly rise. And to finish, legs go wide. 3 deep breaths. So heels come in. Inhale, rise up. Exhale down. 2 more times. Breathe it in. Enjoy the way your body feels. Exhale, last full set, all the way up and down. Exhale. And you made it. Great job. So thank you so much for doing this. I hope you feel great.